Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of GOW, the Generation of Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 29-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW. So that's in the tribal chief, and with me as always, he got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down here, Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes King 2 Gold in the building, bro. What's good?
What's good is we got the tribal chief finally showing up on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
We got the block party jumping off, man. You know how we do. As right now, as we got the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes coming out to greet the tribal chief to have another
Yes, sir.
one-on-one face off. But what's good,
Absolutely.
bro?
Yes,
What's
sir.
good with you? What's good with the people, man?
Hey man, just chilling, sipping on a little bit of that good old wine. Leo, what's good? Doug,
Leo,
what's
Leo,
good?
Leo, yo, yo, yo. Dougie, what up, man?
Well, other than that, man, we out here, we maxing relaxing. Like you said, we got the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, coming out to greet the tribal chief. As we got about maybe 9, 10 minutes
10
left
about
of
10 minutes.
airtime. So,
Depending on when,
you know,
it could be 7. You never know. WWE's been going
or
off late, early, a lot lately.
or or it could be 5 3/4. You never know.
Who knows, man? With that being said, bro, let's go ahead and get through some of this so we can talk about this segment we got going on.
Absolutely, man. So to start off tonight, man, of course, we had them boys. We had Sami Zayn. We had Kevin Owens. They came back out, man. The crowd was super duper hype. These two, they are official like a referee whistle. They reignited their friendship, their
Yes, they
broship, if
did.
you
Yes, they
will.
did.
And
Yep.
they came out. They said, "Hey, look, man, we'll get right to the point. Hey, we point to the WrestleMania sign. Hey, Bloodline, Usos. Hey, we challenge y'all. We ready. We want them things, them chips, them belts. So it is officially official. We're gonna have Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens versus the Usos at WrestleMania for the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championships. We got that. First match of the night, we ended up having the WWE United States Champion Austin Theory versus Montez Ford. Theory ended up picking up the victory. Cut a post-match promo on John Cena. I thought it was a pretty solid match, man. What did you think of Theory versus Ford?
It was okay. It was cool. Kind of saw what it was. Theory ain't taking no loss heading into WrestleMania, so kind of saw what it for what it was, man. Hopefully the Street Profits can get the win at WrestleMania in the Fatal 4 Way.
Absolutely. Then after this, man, we get our first segment of the night. We get the Bloodline backstage, and bro, Jimmy with the subtle shade, man. And Jimmy said, "You know what? I'm tired of being separated from my brother. I'm tired of having to answer, to people." And you can see the look on everybody's faces. Solo, Paul, Jay, Roman, everybody looking like, "Oh, you got some balls on you right now." And I like how the last second he quickly switched. Yeah, Sami Zayn. I'm like, okay. All right, so then, all right, we teasing that. Okay, cool. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then after this, we get a segment. We get Adam Pearce and Chelsea Green. Then we get Omos versus Mustafa Ali. Omos picked up the victory in the squash. Then we get a terrible segment with Logan Paul in which Seth Rollins basically had to come out to do damage control and save that. Then we had Johnny Gargano taking a loss to Rey Mysterio out of all people. Excuse me, Dominic Mysterio. Golly. And Dominic, he had cut a post-match promo on his father, Ray. We got Roman Reigns, man, sending the Usos to the private jet, but he tells Solo, "Hey, you stay behind." And which we got Solo in the ring right now with the Wise Man and the Tribal Chief as they're in the ring with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. We get Rhea Ripley versus Bayley in the impromptu match. Ripley ended up getting the victory. Then we get Ricochet defeating Chad Gable, followed by Bianca Belair and Asuka defeating Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Belair ended up picking up the victory after a mean KOD on Piper Niven, but then will be attacked post match by that girl, the crazy one, Oscar. And now that leaves us in the ring with the tribal chief, the wise man, the street fighter of the islands, and the American Nightmare. Too cold talk to the people.
Man, we're look. Look. I've been telling folks. I've been saying it for months. We're gonna get the Usos versus KO and Sammy for the tag team titles. The people wasn't feeling it. I was trying to tell y'all, man, this is what's gonna happen. It's what's best for business, and sometimes you got to
Yeah.
look at it that way. We also got, we're gonna get the Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. That's official, like a referee whistle. We're gonna see Cody go up against Roman Reigns. But as far as the segment, and I want to talk about this, the segment. Turn your TV down a little bit, bro. Uh, the segment that Cody had, I mean not Cody, the segment that Roman had with Jimmy and Jay. Yeah, I was looking like everybody else. I was thinking that yeah, man, Jimmy about to really finally tell it like it really is. But you know, of course,
Yeah.
like you said, he switched it up to Sammy, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Jay felt them, you know, and I feel like right now, man, we're looking at the Usos turning on Roman Reigns. We gonna get that turn, but I feel like right now with the way that Jay was sitting there looking at Roman, just kind of, you know what I'm
Right,
saying,
right.
just kind of just eyeballing him, man. It's like, bro, I you know this is coming. You know this got to come. So the only question would be, will Roman Reigns survive WrestleMania? Will the bloodline survive WrestleMania?
Whoo.
Period. That's the question to be asked.
Yeah.
Can they walk
Yeah.
in as champions and walk out as champions?
Right,
But right
right, right.
now, we're getting all the main storylines, all the main stories, all the things that are going to matter. Triple H is starting to put out, you know, he's starting to fill out the card. And again, we know we're going to get a couple of filler matches, and it is what it is. It's WrestleMania. It's going to be a show where you know you're going to see some stuff. It may not be the most entertaining, but it may actually have a good moment here and there. That's what WrestleMania is. It's about the moments. Uh, Sometimes the journey just, you know, it's an ugly journey, and it's been an ugly journey. But for the most part, we're good. We're good with what we're getting because we know we're about to get. We got a good quality matches for both nights.
No, absolutely, absolutely. It's right now Roman Reigns and Cody, they going at it on the mic. Breaking what we like to call in the business, the fourth wall.
Man,
My God. Roman Reigns throwing the Stardust reference out there. I thought Cody said we weren't talking about that no more.
yeah, family. You want to talk about family?
Family. Family, little bastard. Family.
I love the way Paul just looks seething in the back. Paul got this face like, ooh, I love it. I love what I'm seeing.
I think Paul, like, ooh, potential client. Can you imagine, bruh, if Paul just think about this? Not that Cody needs it, but can you imagine if Paul Heyman in the line with Cody Rhodes in the future?
That
Money,
would be something. But
money.
Paul just loving it. But Paul's loving it for the historical fact because he knows both sides.
Yeah, yeah. Leo says Cody needs to touch up the hair dye before Mania. Yeah, you see the black starting to show through.
Yeah.
Look at Roman. Roman, like, shut your ass up. Oh, Cody planting
Mm.
the seeds. Cody planting
Mm-hmm.
the seeds.
Mm-hmm. Wait till we get wait till we get to solo.
Oh, oh, uh oh.
But now reigns. A Roman with no more reigns. I like it.
My boy Cody said, "Hey, bro, you been staring at me all night long. What's up? What you gonna do?" Solo.
Hey,
Uh oh. Uh
hey,
oh. Uh oh.
hey. This that classic.
I like
What?
that.
What? What? What?
Uh oh. Hold on. Did something just happen?
Yeah, well, right now Roman just walking out, but Solo still in the ring, and Cody walked up on him like, "Say when, like say when,
Mm.
like say when, like say when, boy.
Hold on now. Hold on. Hold
You
on.
ain't right.
Hold
You
on.
weren't ready. You ain't
Hold
ready.
on.
Hey, hey, hold on." He like, "Hold on, you ain't my brother. Hold on, my G, you ain't my brother." Uh,
Hold on. What we got
uh-oh,
going on
uh-oh.
here?
Cody about to deliver a boot to the face.
Okay. Okay. Leo said, "Man, why they got Solo looking like a dummy?"
Cause he the muscle. And when you the muscle, you ain't looked at as, one of, you looked at it as the muscle. That's it. Solo's the muscle. That's all it is.
Doug,
Solo's the muscle, man. And that's how it cut.
Doug,
Damn, it cut off so abruptly.
huh?
I said it just cut off so abruptly. But Solo's the muscle. That's why. That's why Solo getting looked like that.
Doug
But we
says
know
that
he's more than
Solo is
that.
the key to all this.
No, he's just a part. He's not the key of it. He Solo is just Solo. He's just an extra part that ensures the tribal chief victory. That's all it is. Um,
Yeah,
we're waiting for Solo to be Solo. All right,
yeah.
we're waiting for him to be the dog that we know he can be. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, he's getting his name. He's getting out there because he's rolling with the bloodline because he's with his brothers. The
Right,
Usos.
right.
So we're knowing and now acknowledging him as who he is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's out there. But now it's time to see Solo have that run that he was having in NXT, that run that got him to the North American Championship. So he needs to have
Absolutely.
that type of run here in WWE. But right now, they kind of got it set up. It's the main roster. NXT is different than the main roster. So uh, that's gonna be a little different for him. But um, with um, with everybody else, nah, I see that plan just like Cody said it. Jay gonna leave him, Jimmy gonna leave him, and then Solo gonna leave him, and he's gonna be left with the wise man. He's gonna be a
Ah,
Roman with no reigns, a
ah,
tribal with a chief with no tribe. Man, he's gonna
Chief with no tribe.
man, yo, man, look, they came out with them bars, made that boy Roman just he just took his ball and walked home. Like he ain't even want to stand there and talk no more. He just
Right, right, right.
pouted out. He just pouted. The tribal chief pouted and walked out the ring. All right,
Mm-hmm.
okay, damn. All right, okay. But Solo
Hey, you
wanted
know what
that
he
work.
said? You know what he said? Daddy, I don't want no more. he
No
could, he
mas,
could, he couldn't,
no mas,
he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it.
no mas,
Hey, look,
no mas,
we,
no mas, man,
and,
no mas.
but you know what's crazy? Tonight was needed for Cody because a couple weeks ago Roman owned Cody on the mic. And then I felt like Cody needed that one promo. And Cody went right to the point. Cody hit all the pointers. He didn't go too
Yeah.
long. He didn't make it too drawn out. He wasn't all overly emotional. He like, hey man, look, all right, we know how this go. We just talked about my dad long enough. My dad ain't coming out here. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about my daddy no more. Right now, this is about you and me. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows this because you surround yourself with all these people. But guess what? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like the cool kid that got all the money or the cool kid that got all the girls. You know what I'm saying? People want to hang out with you by association. Jimmy and Jay, they hanging out with you by association. Solo, hanging out with you by association because of your dominance of who you are or who you portray yourself to be. But much like Sammy said months and months and months and weeks ago,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
blame everybody for your problems, but you. You're the one common denominator for the things that's happening to you. You're the reason. But you want to be quick to point the finger and spread the blame to everybody else. And Solo, I mean, not Solo, Cody said the same thing. Bro, I see through you. They see through you. You're the only one that refuses to see it. And I think it's crazy because everybody see that the bloodline is going to implode, except Roman. His own ego is in the way. His own selfishness is in the way. He is going to be the key to his own demise. He is going to be the reason why the
Mm,
greatest run in wrestling history is about to come to an end. Because guess what? He can't see the forest through the trees. This is about to be
mm,
beautiful. This is about to
mm.
be what we call poetic justice, my guy.
Will it? Will it? You sure?
Yeah, I'm
You
calm. Hey,
positive? I
hey,
mean, look,
take that.
I know you over there. Look, I know you over there drinking with your pinky out, and because you feel real fancy because you're drinking the wine and stuff. But bro, I'm just saying, it's Roman Reigns, man. He's been finding a way to win, no matter what. The people that we think should beat him have failed to beat him. Are you
Yeah.
sure? Mm,
You know what? I'm gonna put it this way. Cody Rhodes. Nobody ever thought this would happen this soon. When it was a rumor that Cody may be sniffing the draws of WWE, I said, nah, he ain't that freaky.
Uh,
He ain't gonna do that.
hey,
Nah.
hey, hey.
Then he came back. And then this Cody Rhodes is gonna show up at WrestleMania. Nah, not already. He ain't gonna do that. And then he had a match with Seth Rollins. Okay. Kept his presentation, kept the gimmick. I see a little bit of what he had in AEW carried over, and the crowd went nuts. The guy has not lost momentum since he came back when he got hurt under the Hell in the Cell. Well, I should say before Hell in the Cell, when he took time off after the match. I'm like, man, you had Sami Zayn, Sammy and the Bloodline, bro. They was white hot. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna throw a wrench in the momentum of Cody Rhodes. But somehow, some way, my boy Cody, man, he shucked and jived and maneuvered his way up out of that heat. Because guess what? Just that quick, you almost forget. A month and a half ago, people didn't really care to see Cody versus Roman. People wanted to see Sammy versus Roman. And if it could have been a one-on-one, if you had to have Cody in there, you goddamn sure better throw Sammy in there. Now they've done such a carefully crafted job of Sammy and Kevin and the Usos and Cody. Yeah. I'm like, bro, okay, WWE. I don't know how y'all got yourself out of this pickle this smooth, but you did. You did what needed to be done because it has to be Kevin and Sammy versus the Usos. It's got to be that way. And it has to be Roman versus Cody. But the fact that you was able to give the people what they wanted without giving the people what they wanted, but still give the people what they wanted, goddamn, somebody get them an Emmy, a Tony, and an Oscar. Because my goodness gracious, this is some great storytelling. And I'm not going to lie. The time is up for the Bloodline, but I don't know what I'm going to do, bro, because for the last 3 years, we have been getting gold. I was thinking about this to myself earlier. I'm like, bro, the pandemic was one of the most terrible times and yet the most entertaining time as a wrestling fan because all the screens aside, all the other wrestling in front of no crowds and everything like that aside, the Bloodline. And this is a classic case of what you do today may not affect you tomorrow, but it can affect you years down the line. Bro, when Roman Reigns came back at SummerSlam and he debuted this new version of who he was, I don't think anybody seen the reign of terror that would ensue years later. When the Bloodline looked like they was getting stale and we didn't know where it was going. You had Sami Zayn and he livens it up a little bit. And now he got me feeling all oozy. And it's just when you thought you couldn't feel any more oozy, you know what? When you thought that you didn't know where the Bloodline was going, they called up Solo Sikoa. They add another one to the mix. And I'm like, okay, like everything, man, everybody's being primed in position. I still think, you know what? Too cold? I don't know anymore. Because I thought Cody was about to go up there and run the gambit on Roman Reigns' ass. But hold on. Because you still got main event Jey Uso, bro. He still got to get Roman. And Roman, he needs to have at least one of those titles. He's got to have one of those titles because you got to have Jey versus Roman for a title. I'm sorry. So, what if
the match is for both titles? The match is for both titles. So unless Roman retains, that ain't happening.
Or if Cody does lose, I can see Roman somehow, some way, by the time take some time off, and then by the time SummerSlam comes back up, I can see him wanting to stake his claim. But I don't know. I'm getting too far ahead of myself. I'm fantasy booking, and right now we ain't even made this to WrestleMania yet. Hey, anyway, long story short, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, as it stands right now, I got our boy, the American Nightmare, defeating the Tribal Chief. WrestleMania. I see the Bloodline imploding. Don't see it imploding that Mania. I see it imploding shortly after. But nonetheless, bro, hey, I'm ready.
No, hey, look, I feel you. We just know how things have been going, and we know how they can go. We will get some things that we want. We will get some things we don't want. uh, and that's WrestleMania. That's wrestling, and it's not Vince. It's Triple H. So you know, you still got to throw that question mark out on a lot of things, man. So franchise just talked his heart and Tuco questioning him, really? Hey, hey. But hey, man, look, the um the Cody, transitioning to Roman Reigns,
Yeah,
the Sami Zayn, like that needed to happen for that moment, but it was just one more notch for Roman Reigns to defend against somebody else before WrestleMania, because
yeah,
he wasn't going to be in an elimination chamber match, so you had to give him a title match, and it was Canada, and it worked out for Sammy being a home guy. Um, and now you can say, well, Kevin Owens had his opportunity, Sammy had his opportunity. Neither one of
yeah,
them could beat Roman Reigns. It was always the bloodline. It was always Jimmy or Jay or somebody that interfered. In this case, uh, Sammy no longer, which in a way, like I say, Sammy, he chose to hit Roman Reigns over Kevin Owens, and
yeah.
Jay's upset because as much as he didn't like Sammy, and as much as he didn't want Sammy in the group, and as much as they got on him about not giving Sammy an opportunity, and then he does,
Right.
and then Sammy does that, and he feels some type of way, and he feels some type of way towards Roman Reigns, but he's not gonna play on it just yet because that's another layer of another story that they've been that was happening before
Yeah.
we even got to this story. So it's like there's a
Hmm.
story within the story that's within the story. So
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not mad about none of that. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Right now, the focus should be on Jay Uso and Sammy. As far as just that dynamic alone of Jay never being one for Sammy,
Hmm.
and Sammy doing what he do and Jay being mad about it. And then of course
Yeah.
KO, his involvement is the fact that he's just been going at it for the last 3 years. He was
Right.
one of
Right.
the first
Right.
people that was fighting Roman Reigns outside of Braun Strowman and Daniel Bryanson and Edge and everybody else at that moment in time, Drew McIntyre and other people. So the fact that it's like he's more embodied into this storyline
Yeah.
than the bloodline. Like he's there. So to pay that off, and then of course they had the Usos put up their tag team goal. I've always been saying it's what's best, because that'd be a hell of a match. We never got a true Sammy and Kevin Owens tag team, and I think now you got them as hot as you ever can have them be. Uh,
Yeah.
and going up and being a tag team because people love Sammy and Kevin Owens. Regardless if they're fighting each other or if they're with each other, you love seeing these two dynamic together. So hey, we think, hey, man, if this match starts the show, I'm not mad about it whatsoever.
Nah,
It
man.
ain't gonna end.
Absolutely.
It ain't gonna end. I'm gonna say that now.
Nah.
It's not
Nah.
gonna end the show, but most definitely, man, I'm good with it starting the show.
Nah, man. Me too. Me too. I can't wait. We got WrestleMania. I believe what? Not this weekend, but next weekend, man. So I'm ready. We giving
Oh
y'all a
yeah,
2 piece and a biscuit next week.
yeah.
2 back-to-back live pay-per-view shows for the first time ever in person. In person. You never seen it. Oh
Who? It's gonna be a
my
long
God.
weekend. Oh, it's gonna
It
be a
is.
long weekend.
It is. Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, I told Tuco, man, get the alcohol ready, get the food
Oh my
ready, because
god.
we coming to y'all with a whole bunch of shenanigans. Word of the day. Matter of fact, word of the rest of the month. Word for the rest of the month shenanigans. Be prepared. If you haven't seen the GOW WrestleMania live stream,
That's just the
I
word of the
advise
GOW.
that too. That too. I had to. What's the word? Let me bust out my ghetto thesaurus. Oh, embellish. Okay, yeah,
Embellish. I got you. I got you. I got
embellish.
you. I got you.
But
I
no.
got you.
But seriously, no, guys. Dude, we appreciate everybody for tuning in to the GLW tonight.
As always, man.
Wednesday. Wednesday we had the Wednesday night block party featuring
For
that
sure.
AEW Dynamite. So we
For
got that.
sure.
We
For
got
sure.
the Friday night block party coming up, but we gotta take it one day at a time. If anything comes up in between now and then, we'll be here live and direct to talk to the people. But with that being said, man, King, before we get out of here, man, any final parting words for the congregation?
Um, nah, man, not really, man. We appreciate y'all, like you said, hanging out with us. Right now, man, like I said, man, we're a couple of weeks out. I'm hoping everybody's getting themselves ready, man. Clear your schedule. It's gonna be a long weekend. We got Stand and Deliver. We're gonna have night one and night two of WrestleMania. So hey, it's gonna be a long weekend, man. We're gonna be tired. And then to top that off, to finish things off, we got a Monday Night Raw, the Raw
Mm-hmm.
after Mania. So we
Mm-hmm.
got to see what happens from there. So who
Yeah.
won, who lost, who's who and who's not. But with that being said, man, I am the king. He is the hood chief, and we will see y'all Wednesday, and y'all know what that means. Peace.
Peace.